So part of why so much of my focus has been so far holding the puppy, carrying them, lifting them, having them be in your lap is because a lot of the early puppy stripping is getting this black layer of puppy coat off. Once the underlying salt and pepper starts to grow in longer, and for a black dog, obviously, the same thing, it can get hard to tell the difference between the puppy layer and the adult layer. And then that can make, especially if you want to try to show that puppy earlier in their lifetime, it can make it harder to get a good show coat. So really what you want to be doing starting around this point in time is just starting to pull little bits of that wispy long coat off. And as I've said before, a hard puppy coat should be pretty sparse. So this puppy is about 4 months old. This is Ken. And if your puppy is 4 months old and you have thick, dense, fluffy, curly, wavy coat, it's probably going to be too soft for hand stripping. But if you have, see, this is me practicing in real time, so you can see that my puppies are not perfect, and that we all have to go through this period of gentling the little critters who are like, yeah, I want to be doing something else. So it's fine. So if you have this nice sparse coat, then that's a hard coat that you can plan to do hand stripping with. So while I'm here in the beginning, I'm going to be doing some of that. And while I go through some of the questions, then I may continue to do this, because this is the best way to get this puppy coat off, is to just pluck randomly, very small amounts of it at a time. I don't know, 5 to 10 hairs at a time. Maybe gently hold the skin just a little ahead of where you're pulling. And that tension helps the hair come out more easily. Pretty much if the puppy's fussing with you about pulling these wispy hairs off, it's because you're going too fast or you're trying to pull too much hair at a time, especially if it's just the first or second time you've done it. And if they get too wiggly, then you can go back to putting them in the towel, because we've been using the towel technique to help them understand that this is a working situation, that it's not the same as cuddle time, and we're not going to let them change the subject into it being about just what they want. So if it gets your first time out, you're stripping some of this hair, and your puppy gets too fussy, flailing, can't get them to settle back down, you can wrap them up in the towel and just know that you're going to do a really short session where you're just going to pull 10 times and be done, or go for 30 seconds and be done, or set your timer on your phone or your egg timer or whatever for just a minute or so that you're not asking too much, but you're giving the puppy an opportunity to build their capacity for more grooming interactions. Good boy, thank you. And then for once, I picked the right moment while he was doing really well to say, okay, let's take a break. So I didn't need to work through, wait, I'm not ready for you to stop yet, and like that. So watching TV is a great time, or listening to a podcast or an audiobook or whatever kind of shows you like to watch is a great time to work on this with them, because you're relaxed. You don't have an agenda of, you definitely do not want to have an agenda of, this is a job I need to knock out. This is a box to be checked off on my to-do list, because that energy goes right to the puppy. The dog is like, hey, I'm an inanimate object here suddenly. I don't like that. And they're going to resist it. So it's just another, you kind of have it as that little bit of, I know this is just another weird way I say I love you, is that I slowly pull your long dead hair out. And it's no big deal. For them, it's no big deal. For me, I'm ready. If I go into a new area, what I did there, he had a little reaction because I got down around a little more on his flank and a little more down on his rear legs. And I haven't done as much work down there. So that was a little new for him. He's like, I don't know. But then I keep doing a little bit more. And he's like, oh, all right, I guess this isn't so bad.